The claim to paramountcy. Paramountcy means it's a state of supreme power or authority. What was the importance of the policy of paramountcy to Britishers? Lord Hastings was the first Governor General of India from 1813. Under Lord Hastings, a new policy of paramountcy was introduced in India. It was important to the Britishers as the policy of paramountcy helped them capture kingdoms that led to the capturing of the whole Indian subcontinent. Sometimes even small kingdoms and provinces resisted British paramountcy. Likewise, Rani Channamma, Queen of Kittur in Karnataka, fought against the British to stop the annexation of Kittur. She was captured and imprisoned around 1824, where she died in 1829. But Rayana, a poor Chaukidar of Sangoli in Kittur, carried on the resistance. Sangoli Rayana was an Indian military chief officer and warrior in the Kittur princely state of the Karnataka. He was the army chief of the kingdom of Kittur, ruled at the time by Rani Chennamma, and fought the British East India Company till his death. With popular support, he destroyed many British camps and records. He was caught and hanged by the British in 1830. You will read more about several cases of resistance later in the book. Subjugation of Punjab, that is expansion of British in between 1805 to 1848. In the late 1830s, the East India Company became worried about Russia. It imagined that Russia might expand across Asia and enter India from the northwest. Driven by this fear, the British now wanted to secure their control over the northwest. They fought a prolonged war with Afghanistan between 1838 and 1842 and established indirect company rule there. Sindh province was taken over in 1843. Next in line was Punjab. But the presence of Maharaja Ranjit Singh held back the company. After his death in 1839, two prolonged wars were fought with the Sikh kingdom. Ultimately, in 1849, Punjab was annexed. The next topic is doctrine of lapse. The quickly expanded its territories in India around the mid 19th century, mainly due to Lord Dalhousie's policies. The doctrine of lapse was freely applied by Dalhousie, according to which a dependent state would pass into British hands if the ruler died without a natural heir. Contrary to age-old Hindu and Islamic traditions, it denied adopted children the right to inherit the throne. Regions like Satara 1848, Sambalpur 1849, Udaipur 1852, Nagpur 1853 and Jhansi 1854 were all annexed under this policy. Abolition of pensions and titles. Lord Dalhousie abolished the titles and pensions of the heirs of childless Indian rulers and annexed their territories. The best example is Tanjore and the Carnatic, which were annexed in this manner. When Peshwa Bajirao II died, the pension was denied to his adopted son Nana Sahib. After Bahadur Shah II, the British intended to abolish the title of the Mughal emperor. In 1850, Dalhousie annexed a part of Sikkim because its ruler had ill-treated the company's servants. It also made the Nizam of Hyderabad surrender the province of Berar because he failed to meet some financial obligations. The company used false allegations and pretexts such as maladministration, that means bad government, to annex Awadh in 1856. Our next topic is setting up a new administration that we will see in our next video. Thank you.